I assumed as long as I could shut and locked my doors, I was in the privacy of my own home. When I saw him, my body froze. My eyes and his eyes locked. I was terrified for my life.
I feel totally violated. I feel like I had no privacy. I'm just so afraid. I'm always peeking around the doors. I'm always checking in the cars.
I was being videotaped out of my bathroom window. He would proceed to watch me put lotion on my body. It was a pretty awful experience.
He controlled my life.
I'm a prisoner in my own apartment. Maury, I can't leave. I'm scared of people. I'm trapped.
Those were some of the many painful stories of women whose privacy was forever violated by perverted peeping toms lurking in the shadows. And we have all wondered, what kind of person would secretly watch an unsuspecting woman during her most intimate moments? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Brian, and Brian is a peeping tom. Now, for the first time, he is emerging from darkness to share his innermost thoughts, the confessions of a peeping tom. Watch this.
My name is Brian, and I'm a peeping tom. I've been a peeping tom since I was 14 years old, and I've peeped on over 100 women. I've terrorized women in my neighborhood. I've watched them get dressed. I've watched them have sex, even watched them shower. And they never even knew I was there. I've been married for 6 years. I have 3 beautiful children and a wonderful home. I was losing it all because of my addiction to watching people in their most intimate moments. The people I'm watching don't know I'm there. It's like watching animals in a zoo in their natural environment. When I'm looking at somebody through their windows, it's like going up and up and up a roller coaster. I get the feeling of adrenaline. I feel anxious, and I feel very blissful. Peeping makes me feel powerful, makes me feel better than the people I'm looking at. I'm in recovery from my addiction. I haven't peeped on anybody in 3 years, but every single day is a struggle to fight my compulsion. My recovery has been a long road, one that I will continue to walk for the rest of my life to ensure that I never peep again.
You don't know what you're going to do tomorrow.
No, I don't. I live my life one day at a time.
So let's start with the did that happen?
The first time that it happened, I was about 14 years old. I was out back of my house, and I saw a lighted window in somebody's basement. And I got curious, and I looked in, and I saw a woman laying on a bed masturbating. I was skydiving. It was a feeling of bliss.
Now, let me ask you this. I mean, now that you've gotten personal, I have to get personal. Did you masturbate then?
No, I didn't. I soaked up the experience as it was, and then when I went inside and went to bed...
That's what
yeah.
The fantasy did it.
Yeah.
Tell me about your ideal victim. Who is it?
My ideal victim is a woman in her 20s, beautiful, just alone, doing what she would naturally do.
How many women have you peeped on?
I've peeped on over 100 women.
Over 100. So what's this done to your marriage?
It devastated it. Every single day is a struggle.
You have your family still?
I still have my family.
We wanted to get inside Brian's mind to find out what makes a peeping tom tick. This is what he told us.
Being a peeping tom is not an easy thing. It takes planning, preparation, and patience. This is how I did it. I'd leave my house late at night. I'd choose a house with a walkway or a park. In case somebody decided to look out, there was a reason that I was there. I never hid in bushes because they made noise. Making noise gets you caught. My third step was looking at the type of window treatment. Sheer curtains are a peeper's dream. They offer absolutely no privacy whatsoever. Once I found a house to watch, I would look for a beautiful young woman by herself. Or if she was with a man, I would watch him too. And I would wait for a sexual situation to arise. If someone was picking their nose, I knew they were comfortable that they weren't being watched. Depending on what they had on TV, depended on what was happening in the room. If there was a risque movie on, there was a good chance that they might have sex. As a peeping tom, I would stay by a window all night. If I was patient, it was always worth my time.
Did you ever think about how the victims might feel?
No, I never thought about the victims.
You didn't care about them?
I didn't care about them at all. I was I figured, well, I'll never get caught. They'll never know.
Now, there are over 100 victims out there.
Yes.
What would you like to say to them?
An apology isn't enough. I'm more sorry than I can explain. This is why I'm on this show. I want to hopefully prevent this from happening in somebody else's life. I hope that other Peeping Toms know that they can get help and that this is something that you can recover from.
People are never going to forget you in terms of what you are. Does that bother you?
It bothers me a little bit, but it keeps me diligent in my recovery. It keeps me wanting to work every single day to make sure that I don't do this again.
Thank you very much for coming. We'll be right after this.